Hey everyone! Just a quick unscripted video. I just had this quick thought of why not show off and describe, maybe talk about the background and how I created and why I created the characters on my Star Trek Online account. So, well, here's a list of all the characters, and let's go through them. So first up is Max of the Yamato. So I based this guy on a theme of space battleship Yamato, and with the base of the ship, I used the Rizian luxury cruiser, which I think is the only ship we have right now that looks remotely like a seagoing vessel. So yeah, the only choice I could think of. So there it is. I colored it somewhat similarly to the Yamato, just with a few decals because I don't know, it looked too boring to me. Anyways, I made the I made the uniforms somewhat like the uniforms on the Yamato, because you know, can't make it perfect, but I tried the best I can. So, the colors are all there. I have displayed green for navigation, red for tactical, blue for science, and orange for engineering. I also have security officers in gray, communication and operation colors, characters, well, bridge officers, yeah, in yellow black and orange black respectively, and the captain, of course, in his big overcoat. So yeah, this is my Space Battleship Yamato themed character. Next up is Hertok of the IKS Thor. So he's my only Klingon character, and he's a Pharassan. I didn't pick a Klingon character because I guess I never really liked Klingons. I suppose I could make a video on my concerns and critiques of the Klingon culture and people, but I don't currently have any plans for that. But if I do make one, I guess look forward to it. So yes, this is my Delta recruit for Klingons, for KDF. So I made his costume with the LTS Klingon cape and Borderskew long jacket. So yeah, and he flies a core warbird. No, sorry, core bird of prey. The T6 core bird of prey, slightly customized with various parts. So yeah, and in all black because I don't know. At that time, I liked black, and I still kind of do. All right, next up is Nock of the CUV Akar, my Cardassian character. All his entire bridge officer roster is all Cardassian. His ship is also Cardassian, so I created him because I bought the Victoria's Life pack and I came with a Cardassian and ships, so I thought, why not let's make a Cardassian character. So other than that and theming, that's just him. And also I do role playing from time to time, and disclaimer: I have no female characters on this account because I don't know. As a role player, I just think, or well, I've tried. I'm not really good at role playing female characters. It's just a thing. Yeah. I mean, if you're a guy and you enjoy playing female characters, that's up to you. I'm not saying you shouldn't, or I hate people or that play female characters. Hate is a strong word. That's dislike. No, I don't dislike people. Male people. What am I saying? I don't dislike guys that play male characters, but that's just my opinion. All right, next up is Socal, Delta recruit on the Federation side. So, yes, of the USS Turing. So he replaced my very first character, named Zarozak, and which looked exactly the same of this as this guy. So unfortunately, he had to go because at that time I didn't have enough character slots, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity of making a Delta recruit. So yep, he had to go. So he's the only character I have that is uniformed in the Odyssey uniform, dressed in the Odyssey uniform, as well as the rest of his crew. and flying a Vesta class, which is my favorite non-canon Federation design. Next up is Turek, my Discovery-themed character. Well, everything, almost everything on him is Discovery-themed except for the ship, which is, as you can see, the TMP skin of the what Walker class, right? Which is the Zhozhou class. And I named the ship USS Kongming. So using the theme of giving the ship a Chinese name, like the Shenzhou from Discovery, right? From Discovery. So Kongming is the courtesy name of Zhuge Liang, the advisor, general, later chancellor of the Shu Kingdom during the Three Kingdoms period of China. So yeah, I thought let's give it a cool name, and Zhuge Liang was the first that came to my mind. And yeah, he was well, fiction says in Romance of the Three Kingdoms, fiction says he's a brilliant military commander and strategist, but I haven't read into the true history, but from what I've been told and the little bit of what I've read, he's also pretty much one of the best strategists, well, war strategists of his time. Anyways, next up is Torah, my Gamma recruit and Gemini character of the DV Ardent 1146. So I'm not sure if in canon they ever gave Dominion ships a naming convention, but in Star Trek Online, the naming convention for Dominion vessels is an attribute and followed by a number. So here we have Ardent 1146. Other examples includes things such as Batch 1757, for example, maybe Victory 552 or Patrol 57, or you get the idea. So a specific purpose or specific batch and followed by a number. So kind of like, I don't know, a serial number out of um, out of production line. So yeah, mass-produced warships basically. All right. Next up is my temporal agent Hunter of the USS Expedition. So while he's a TOS character, TOS faction, I made him a Kelvin Timeline themed character. So while the characters, the bridge officers are wearing TOS themed uniforms, um, I made him a Kelvin Timeline themed. So the Kelvin Timeline uniform is available, but I don't actually like the 2009 Into Darkness variant of that uniform. I'm more of a fan of the slightly more formal and matte colored um, uniform from Star Trek Beyond. So I guess the TOS variant is the closest we can get to it at the moment, minus the badges, but yeah, whatever. So if they ever come out with the Beyond uniform, I will get it. But yes. So flying the USS Expedition Kelvin Timeline Constitution class. Don't hate me on this, guys, but I absolutely love this design, and it's probably my favorite canon design. Actually, no, it jumps around um, the Sovereign class. I also really like the Sovereign class. Anyways, moving on. Oh, right. I also get, as you can see, he's not in a Starfleet uniform because I made him. I call him the Hunter, kind of a Time Lord from Gallifrey kind of thing from Doctor Who. That goes around timelines collecting random trinkets, technology, and stuff to analyze and play around with. He's not on the level of the Doctor. No. But yeah, I made him a Time Lord, but he is human. Yeah. Well, I mean, for TOS faction, you can only have human, Andorian, Tellarite, Vulcan. So yeah, he's a Gallifreyan. Let's make sure of that. And also, on the left, we can see two Vulcans that look exactly the same. Yes, I gave this character twins, Tell and Cell, or Cell and Tell, ST. You guys can make that connection. All right, next up is 9 of 13 of the RRW Venetor. So this is my liberated Borg character. His entire away team is comprised of liberated Borg. So if you ever wanted a full crew of liberated Borg, you have to go Romulan, because two of the bridge officers are at Romulan exclusives. So, well, while the Borg lockbox and the Lobi costume of the Lobi Borg costume allows you to make liberated Borg now, technically, now I'm being picky here, but the traits and abilities are not liberated Borg abilities and traits. So, anyways, on the far left, we have the Science Romulan liberated Borg from the Delta Pack. Center left, we have the Federation Engineer Borg. Center right, we have the Romulan Republic Riemann liberated Borg Tactical. And on the far right, we have the Lobi Romulan Science. So yeah, full crew of liberated Borg, and yeah, that's basically the theme of this character. Next up, we have Ravenna, my Klingon allied Romulan. Well, actually, no, he's Riemann. He's Riemann. And also the Romulan Republic Delta recruit. So, of the RW Spectre. I gave the name, I gave it an English name because the Scimitar had an English name. He's flying a Scimitar, but actually it's a T6 Kopesh, but Scimitar class skin. And yeah, nothing special about this guy, really, but Delta Recruit, Riemann, Scimitar. Yeah, that's about it. And finally, the last two are the real special ones, the ones I play most on. Here's Yuki of the RW Assassin. I themed this guy on, as described in my previous video, on Killua, my favorite character in all of anime from Hunter x Hunter. And on the center left, you can see Gon. So I gave them their costumes to the best of my ability of what Star Trek Online gives us for hairstyles and uniform to what they resemble in the show. And the rest of the characters I didn't make, but yeah, I only grabbed two of the characters out. But anyways, the rest of his crew is dressed in civilian attire. I decided to give this crew a ragtag, motley crew theme. And yeah, so nobody on this in his bridge officer roster is dressed in a uniform. They're all, most of them, actually no, yeah, most of them are wearing Romulan civilian clothing. So with Star Trek Picard airing and more and more um, episodes releasing, I hope there's more civilian Romulan attire, and if they do, I'd be happy to put them on my character. Well, this character. And finally, we have Zelos, the second character I made, the one I play most on, the oldest one, and the one with the most playtime. His Excellency Fleet Admiral R.W. Donatra. Of what am I saying? Fleet Admiral Zelos of the R.W. Donatra, and the leader of my fleet, Shadow Broker. So I guess one day I can make a theme, no, not a theme video. I can make a, um, what is it? I can make a bio video for all of them. I have written bios for, yes, I think I've written bios for all of my characters. If you guys are interested, let me know. I don't think it's going to be a very interesting video. But anyways, um, so yeah, leader of Shadow Broker, my fleet. Um, I guess if you guys want to join, it's level 81 fleet. Everything is fully developed except for the colony, which is still at level 4, but we're getting there. It's the alpha fleet of a fully filled armada. Last I checked, the armada was level 174. Probably not the highest level Armada out there, but still. We have room if you want to join. I don't know, message me, comment below, whatever. Um, and it's a Federation fleet, and we're a pretty casual fleet. We don't we don't like put strict restrictions. There's no deadlines, anything. Um, if you want to donate, go ahead. If you want to hang out, sure. Sometimes I make events. If you don't want to participate, I don't know, be yourself. It's a casual fleet. And no, I don't kick people or demote people for being inactive for a long time. Just, I don't know, everyone has a life. Just, if you want to join, have a nice place to stay, yeah, you can join Shadow Broker. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for this unscripted video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for my next video. And, yeah, that's all for today, I guess. Bye.